Show. The Coco Show. It's chocolate, baby. The Coco Show. The Coco Show. It's about to go crazy. Run it, run it, run it. Yeah, yeah. Run it. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. I'ma say it how I want it. All the time. Grab the mic to speak so I can say what's on my mind. Yeah, it's not a hassle. Hold it. You just don't wanna do right. Stick into it, your behavior. We calling that thing irrational. Oh yeah. This 3-piece suit I'm in is fashionable. But I'm in it to win it, yeah, get in this life, we're living it so hashtagable. Keep repeating all the same old things, getting all the same old games. Let's get something that's braggable. Oh yeah. So we can start to live it up, cause we'll never give it up, yeah. Coco Show. It's chocolate, baby. The Coco Show. It's about to go crazy.
Yo, what's up? It's KDS here with the Coco Show podcast. Once again, on the show, on the mic, saying what I want, doing what I want. Nah, let's play. Nah, what's going on, man? I'm feeling good today, man, and it's always good to be able to come on our platform and just talk a little bit. Just behind the scenes, I feel like a lot of people have a lot to say. And I'm no different. My brother's no different. And so it's, sometimes with some of the information that we talk about, it's good to share. But there's always times where, you got things you want to keep private. There's some things you just don't want to get out like that. So I can understand. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, just kind of ready to talk about today's episode and kind of get into it. Of course, today I am on this episode by myself. If you remember from the previous episode of Ancestry DNA that I did, it was the start of me going to, find more information about my past and things that maybe my family didn't share with me. Not that I feel like they're hiding anything, just that I had questions they couldn't answer. And so I'm starting my own journey into finding more about my history. I feel like it's imperative to, if you want to know who you are entirely, like, you should have all the information. If not, then it's like, well, how did you come to the conclusion of this is who you are? So I just want to make sure I, cross all paths, all lines, and find out, where I come from, my family's history, family tree, who I don't know, cousins, this, that, and the third. And, I feel like this was the right way to go about it. I've never done the ancestry test, DNA test prior to the last episode. So that was my first time. I've never really heard anyone that I knew in my circle that have taken it or have, shared their test results. I just kind of did the research on my own and found it, through a few people who have done it on like YouTube and share their story. And this and the third. But I feel like, what I found on YouTube was great. It was a good start, but it was like, it wasn't enough for me, and I don't expect necessarily those people to share pertinent information or like sensitive information or like specific names and nothing like that, but just more of the process in itself. So that's why I wanted to go in and do my own test and share that with y'all live. Now, I know if you listen back to the old episode, if you've already heard it, if you already downloaded it, I wasn't able to actually do that test because I had already had a meal and a drink, and apparently with doing those tests, you can't have either within a 30-minute window span. So I had to wait and let all that kind of digest and get out of me. But what I did was the following morning, I took the test as soon as I woke up, and I was before coffee, before anything, and I did make a video of it like I said I would, so it is on YouTube. If you don't currently follow me on YouTube, you can look me up. It's KDS Music Official. You can search that out and find that video if you wanted to see the test and maybe the contents of the Ancestry DNA that they send out to you, kind of what the box looks like and what to expect if you're thinking about doing a test for yourself or finding out more information. You can look at that video and kind of leave your comments. I'll definitely respond to any and everything that you guys post, whether it be on this show, whether it be on Podbean, whether it be on what is this other platform? Stereo. Lord, I haven't been on Stereo in a minute. Or on the Coco Show. And feel free as well. You can email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. I typically check most of those emails anyway. So any comments you want to leave on any of those platforms, IG included, I'll respond to them, okay? If you guys have questions as well, I'll be more than happy to try to answer them to the best of my ability. I'm no Ancestry pro by any means. I just want to share my my experience with this test in a different light than I've seen on YouTube. That's all. Okay. But I will answer any questions to the best of my ability. So today, I want to kind of actually go into sharing some of those results with you. That's right. I got my results back, and wow. That's all I'm going to start with is wow. I had no idea it was going to tell me what it told me, but and a few things I kind of called them on. I was like, oh, I think there's a little bit of that in there, or I feel like there's a percentage of this in there. There was a few I got wrong, a few I got right. I also shared some of these results, or mostly all my results, with my mom. My mom is the one that, I'm kind of leaning on to find information as far as finding my father. So I need to kind of go back around, and I hate to keep asking her, but I need to make notes of all this information because I need to start a track record so that I know what I'm trying to do when it comes to looking for him and go about doing it. I don't really want to hire a private investigator. Looking at those prices, woo, man, I checked out the prices prior to pandemic, okay? Prior to pandemic, for a private investigator, you are looking at $50 to $100 per hour. Now, I don't know how long those guys stay clocked in, right? But I just, I would assume you would work until you no one works all day, every day, but I just kind of, if they consider themselves being on the clock, or if they have, let's just say they have some sort of software that they use and they consider that being on the clock, right? Well, I just did a calculation of how much that would cost per day for a span of 5 days, right? Came out to $6,000. I ain't paying nobody $6,000 nothing to find nothing. No. That's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. And I don't want to find my dad. I don't want to find him at $6,000. No. But anyway, today's prices have increased because of everything going on. So now with a private investigator, you were looking at $150 to $200 per hour. Yup. I don't even want to do that math, because if I ain't going to pay the $6, I damn sure ain't going to pay the rest of that. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, the search is on me, and that's okay. I've never done this before. I've never had to find an individual before. It's all brand new. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to figure it out. You feel me? So I will, in saying that, I will do a part 3 of the Ancestry DNA, because now the first one was me taking the tests, sending it off. Now this episode will be about me sharing the results with you and let you know what I found out. And then after the fact, once I conclude my search and I find this, my dad, I was about to say this individual, my dad, I want to come back on and have an episode about my experience and how that went. Depending on how that interaction goes, or how he feels about it, I might put him on the show. Love to ask him some questions publicly. There's nothing I'm trying to hide, and I'm not trying to necessarily embarrass a man or nothing like that. I just, from a man trying to find his dad, or anyone out there, it's like, man, have you ever heard someone share that interaction of them actually finding that individual and then bringing them on the show so you can hear it from the horse's mouth? Yo, what was going through your mind? Why did you feel it was necessary to stay out of your child's life for that long without contact of any kind? How did you, like, I love my girls, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it eats at me when I can't talk to them or I can't see them. So I could only imagine for another man who was just like me to feel that. It's like, how do you go about your day being okay? I don't know. Some people who don't really care about kids be like, man, I can do it easily. Okay, you selfish. There are others that feel what I'm saying is like, man, yeah, you're right. I could never do that and not contact my kid, because it's not like we're out of reach. We're not out of the country. We're just out of the state. But I actually attended a concert. It's a Kent Jones concert. Kent Jones, if you don't know who that is, he's a Christian rapper out of Atlanta. But I actually saw him live, and just we had a moment just kind of on stage or whatever. And, you know, in that moment, and even now, like, I forgive my father for, you know, those questions I don't have answers to, because I'm not searching out him to make him feel less than or worthless or you a piece of this. I'm like, that's not my aim in this at all. Like, you know, the world is changing. I'm not even gonna hit y'all with the conspiracies and none of the stuff that I've seen in that regard, because I'll just leave those for other episodes. But man, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me the world ain't changing. Okay, you can at least agree on that. It is changing, and there are people dying, not like it hasn't before, but it's more. And it's like, me personally, like, I just want to keep close those people that you know, that love me, that appreciate me, but then my family, like, you know, that I've never knew. Like, I've always said I wanted to do this and just have kind of been lazy about it. And with everything going on, that lazy's gone out the door. Like, I'm just trying to find, like, what I want to do, all these things that I said I want to do before my time. You know, who's to say I'm not next on the list? So, you know, I pray to God I'm not, you know, but I don't want to no longer waste my time and procrastinating, you know, when it comes to things that you want to do. You know, I come on here sometimes and I motivate y'all, man, and I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm trying to be real with you. I do believe in y'all. I believe in me, you know, and so sometimes in giving motivation, it's some things I need to hear from myself. Some things I say to y'all, or I say to my brother, and he be like, boy, you be on that doggone, how he said that dog, I don't know how he said it. I ain't even gonna try it no more. Anyway, I get him hype. I get him shuffling at his feet and just inspire him and motivate him. Like, man, listen, don't look at it from just one, you know, perspective. Check it out from all angles. I do that with a lot of people that if you know me, you know that I try to inspire you, man, and I tell you what I feel like I know. And I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just sharing my perception, okay? And so sometimes I say things to people and it gets them all hyping, like, oh man, I ain't even think about it that way, man. That was wild. Man, you were smart. And people say all these things, but sometimes I need to hear that for myself. Me. You know, they call you crazy if you talk to yourself, but if I say it out loud in a group, it's different. Now I'm listening to me too. Some things I don't even know sometimes, like when I speak to people, I'm like, man, where did that come from? Why am I talking about this? And it's just relevant to the conversation. So, you know, I feel like all I'm saying is, like, you know, in some cases I'm in the same boat with a lot of people. And so I need to be motivated too. Why not come on here and try to motivate y'all? It's something I need. So look at it that way when you kind of going out in your day and you talking to these individuals, man. If you need something, you might need to provide it for yourself, but also provide it for others. So keep that in mind. But I need to stop wasting time, and I need to go about this search and at least attempt it and find as much information as I can. So I will be reaching out to some of my family members who I know have been, like, had some sort of, like, contact that they remember with my father. I'm going to want to write all these notes down. I want to take all the information, everything I found out from them, find out from this app, and conduct my own search. And in my next episode, when I do this, excuse me, that was rude. Excuse me. When I conduct my next episode on this part 3, I will tell you what I did to go about finding my father and if I was successful in finding my father. I do have knowledge that he is alive and he is not deceased. So that is one powerful tool that I will tell you that Ancestry DNA will tell you up front. When you get the name of the person you're looking for, it'll say at the bottom whether they are still alive or they've passed on. So that's encouraging. I don't know how I would have felt if I saw deceased under his name, to be honest with you. I probably would have been mad at myself for waiting so long. Probably would have been a lot more emotional for me. But he's alive, so we don't have to go there. We don't have to go there. So yeah, I will share how I went about finding him, tools I've used, any search websites or things that I've used or I had to pay for to kind of find out that information. I will go through all that and share that with you. And like I said, if I'm able to, I'll tell you a little bit about the interaction. And if I can pull it off, I'll try to get him on the show so you can hear it from his mouth, like in a good way. Again, I'm not trying to put him on blast or anything like that, but if we can have a conversation on that on a podcast, I just think that would be somebody's never, like, no one's ever done that. No one's ever done it. So anyway, try to be different here. It's Coco Show Podcast. We're gonna take a little break, and right after this, we'll get into the Ancestry DNA. Stay tuned.
Are you an artist looking to get your song played around the world? Freedom K Radio is the place for you. For more details, just call 704-345-0324 or email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. Let your music echo far and wide on freedomkradio.net.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Tyson. You are listening to the Coco Show Podcast right here on freedomkradio.net.
Yeah. Life is crazy, ain't it? Man, just trying to live our lives, bro. The everyday life. Yeah. Yeah.
Going through confessions, trying to teach these adolescents how I built a reputation in a life. I made suggestions. Everybody speaks of the good, but never the bad. But if your closet's full of junk, then I think it's time for a glad. Bagging up all my fears as I wipe away all my tears. Starting up new careers as I'm toasting up German beers. Realigning myself with the road so I can make it. This life we living got stories untold, I can hardly take it. They say that we can't handle the truth, but that's bull. Prefer to feed us lies because they think we're all fools. I'ma stand to address all these lies as I extinguish these scattered flames and forest fires clogging the brain. Paying my bills while chasing life's dreams. Just running, having big wheels, a house on the hill. How we do it? Allergy pills so we can chill. You know we're outside, put up a good fight, living our lives.
Trying to live our lives.
Just trying to be alright.
Life is crazy, ain't it? Yeah.
Just trying to be alright. Yeah. Whether I'm back to working or vacation, I'm patient. I know that I made mistakes and telling me that is not your place. Clear the log out your own eye before you judge me. Tracking my sin and back to those summers in 9-3. I never knew my own dad and the streets was all that I had. Filled with knuckleheads that would often like to brag about girls they used to smash. Weed they turned to cash. Said he running through cops as the South was home of the stash. Said he trying to do good in the city that's full of bad. Said he trying to make sense of the lessons I never had. Man, it's time to give that up as I chuck my juice up. Watch me live free cause my mind's no longer stuck. Paying my bills by chasing life's dreams. We're just trying to make it. Driving big wheels, a house on the hill. How we do it? Allergy pills so we can chill. You know we're outside, but have a good fight, living our lives. Trying to live our lives.
is Raven, and you're listening to the Coco Show podcast on freedomkradio.net.
Boost Mobile's new upgraded network has a stronger signal and faster speeds. It's not just fast, it's super fast.
We like it, but how can we say it's more than super fast?
Boost Mobile's upgraded network, it's fast.
Curious, how do you spell BU?
Get Boost Mobile Shrink It Plan and watch your bill shrink to $35 per month after just 6 on-time payments. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy A11 when you switch. All on our new upgraded network.
Yo, and we are back to the Coco Show podcast right here on freedomkradio.net. I hope y'all are feeling good out there. I hope all is well with you and your family, your loved ones, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the day. I hope there's sun where you at, because I got rain on my end. And I like rain, man, but rain make me want to sleep all day, and I just can't do that, man. There's too much to do. I can't do that, man. I'm trying to get back in the gym. You know, I'm trying to drop a few hot dogs and hamburgers, you know, not eat more, drop more. And like, I'm trying to, you know, get more out into that sun, man, and, you know, take in some energy, man, enjoy a cup of coffee, man. You know, I'm trying to live. I don't want to take my life away. I'm just saying. I hope all is well, man. We are back, though, on the second part of Ancestry DNA Part 2. Want to share my results with you guys, man. I will say this before I get into that. Ancestry DNA will give you some nuggets you never had, right? Let me say it that way. They give you some nuggets you never had, and they give you some information you never had. And some of this you have to do the work yourself. That's right. You have to build your own family tree up from what you know currently to what you don't know. So I find that's interesting, man, because you got to put in a little work when it comes to this. But they make it somewhat convenient, I'll say, to get in touch with those individuals that you may not have met or known, or that you may come across the information and, you know, they've started their own search. If you find other people that are also conducting ancestry DNA tests, you can also see that they're building their family tree. And if you get to, in communication with them, you can actually share your results and they can share theirs. That's right. You can share your information with others that might be family members that you've never known. So I thought that was really, really cool. The Ancestry DNA. If you're looking into this, if I'm not mistaken, it's on sale for $59.99. Original price is $99.99. The package came within like a 2-week span. You take the test, you send it off. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks. And as the weeks progress, they send you notifications and emails letting you know where they are on their test results. That's right. You can track your test results on your app and on your phone, or on a computer if you don't have a cell phone. I don't know why you wouldn't have a cell phone, but whatever. I don't want to put it past you. Which I thought was cool because it'll track and show you exactly where they are in testing your results to get you the information you're looking for. So it breaks it down. Every 2 weeks, you get a notification from them. You also will get a notification from them letting you know that they've received your results and that they'll begin working on it. Once it came down to it, I was at work. I'll say this. I was at work and I have, an Apple iPhone and watch. So I was, at work doing my thing and I got the notification on my watch that my results were in. And I was like, oh my God. And I just, at that point, because I was like in the middle of work, but like, man, I just kind of wanted to stop everything and like go hide somewhere in the corner and like look at this thing. But I was kind of shocked and amazed at what I found, and I want to share with you my results as much as possible. Again, I won't put anyone's name out or nothing like that, but just give you some general information. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything that I talked about in this episode, please hit us up. I don't mind answering questions at all. Okay, going into it. Ancestry DNA. Let me open the app real quick. Give me just a second. Bada boom. Bam. Okay. So, it's real cool too. I just opened the app. At the very top, it's kind of like a social media status for those that are looking for other family members or people who are in search of lost loved ones or whatever, or any of your family that might log on to this app, it'll actually show you at the very top. It's almost like social media status where you can leave stories. So you can record or do your own stories in this app, and kind of share your testimonies or kind of what you're going through so people can follow you almost through this app and kind of build stories from that, or encouragement. If it's family members, you can kind of see how they live or whatever, like they can share whatever they want in the story and you can create your own. So I thought that was cool. At the bottom, it automatically puts you on Discover, so that's kind of where that is. At the bottom to the right of that, you have the option it's your family tree. Again, this is the part of the ancestry that DNA that you have to build yourself. So what I did, once I got my results back, I got my mom's name, which of course I already knew my mom's name. Come on, man. And my dad. It popped up my dad's name. Under that, it only showed me, so it didn't show any of the other siblings like that my mom had, because it's only showing from my birth parents who came out of them. I was the only one who came out of them. My mom, my brothers, should I say, we all have different fathers. So that's why I didn't populate that information. Now, what I did was add my brothers, but just added them to my mom's side, and then I put my children in there as well. Just so that if moving forward, if my kids wanted to do more of their own tests or whatever, then they can kind of go in there and that information will be provided to them because I added it. Does that make sense? If someone else is also looking for me, it'll also give those individuals that information. Now, it will not populate any pictures unless you post them, put them on here. That is optional for you. You can add pictures. So there's no picture of my father. I didn't expect to be one because from my family and what my mom has told me, he's very secretive. So there's no picture of him. But there's no picture of my mom either. And that's just more because she's not online like that. She's not even on social media at all. So like there's nothing of her picture wise. Now you can add pictures on here. I will suggest though, if you're adding someone else's picture, that you get their approval, because maybe they don't want to have their picture in here. Now me, I'm not putting photos in here. I put mine in my profile just so that people that I am going to reach out to, they can kind of see what I look like. I feel like that's fair. But I have not added any photos or will not add photos of my father, mother, children, or anyone else. Okay. So anyway, that's the family tree. You build it yourself. You add it. You can add tabs building upward and downward. Downward meaning like, okay, so just imagine you have a picture of, or like a little icon of my father and my mom side by side. Down below them is what came out of them, which was me. Out of me came my kids. So you build down based off of your family. You'll build up based off of what you don't know. So I don't know, like I was told my father has a brother. So I will build up once I find out who he is, name-wise, and I can add a tab for him, his name, or my father's mother. You can build up that way, or my mother's mother, or her father. You can build it up that way, if that makes sense. So you can build this tree up and down. Okay. If you click on search, which is the next tab at the bottom, you can do general searches for people, places, or where they live. It'll give you general results, and through the app, it'll actually tell you, or they offer like services. So if you don't know where to go about finding people, they'll actually have free trials and things that you can kind of like sign up for. And based off your general search in the app, it'll allow you to get more information from those individuals. DNA story. This is where it gets juicy, yo. Sorry, it gets juicy. Alright. DNA story tells you your ethnicity estimate. Alright. In this, it'll actually give you percentages of where you derive from. So I'm going to share these percentages with you from top to bottom. This will list, actually I'm going to do from bottom to top. And I'm going to tell you why. From bottom, at the very bottom is the least percentage, okay? At the very top is the highest percentage, meaning you are mostly of that ethnicity, okay? Some of these I can't pronounce, so don't laugh at me, man. Woo! All right, here we go. So from the very bottom, started from the bottom. Once we hear, I'll let you know. At the bottom is Scotland at a 1%. Scotland at a 1%. I didn't guess that. I would have never seen that. I don't know anything about that. I'm like, it's really low. That's a 1%. It's nothing there really. I'm not Scottish. All right. Moving up, we have another 1%er of Southern Italy. Now, I did feel like there was some Italian somewhere in the blood. I really felt that. I caught that. I hit that on the mark. Italian, Southern Italian, and that's Central Southwest Italia, or Italia. Jesus, Italy. My God. Oh my God. Italy, guys. Italy. My fault. Moving up, we got another 1%er. I can't pronounce this. It looks like Kalasia, aka hold on. Mobuti people. I'll spell that because I can't read. MBUTI people, and it's AKA. So whatever Kalasia is, I don't really know. That's another 1%er. I don't know anything about the Mobuti people. The Mobuti people. I think that says the Mobuti people. I don't really know if it says the Mobuti. No, I'm stop saying that, yo. But that's another 1%er. Now, I know these are low percentages starting out, but I'm going to look into all of this because it is a combination of who I am. Better you do your research. That is something that I have taken away from, I can call a friend and partner, TK Kirkland. I listen to his podcast. If you haven't, check it out. Man, he just trying to help people, man. And some people don't, they don't like tough love. But it's necessary. It's necessary. So whatever, man. I talk to TK, man, and I just listen to what he says, and it's like he always said, and if you listen to this episode, you'll know he always says, do your research. Do your research. Clock in. Get to work. So I need to look into those low percentages. I want to know a little bit about all of these nationalities because I'm dumb to this. I don't know anything about this. Okay. As I sip my coffee. Moving on. We're hitting a 2%er. On a 2%, we have Ireland. Ireland is inside of me, y'all. What? 2%. We got Wales. I think this is Wales, 2%. I'm going to spell it out because I can't read. WALES. That's another 2%er. Moving up, we have 3% hitting the Aegean Islands. I don't even know where that is. It's the Aegean Islands. I believe it's the Aegean. I'm gonna spell it for y'all. AEGEAN Islands. Where is that, y'all? You know where that's at? I don't know where that's at. That's a 3%. It's inside of me. Another 3%er, we have Norway. Got Norway. Family from Norway. A little bit of it's in the blood. It's in the blood. 4%, we have England and Northwest Europe. I did call Europe. I felt that was in the blood too. I don't know why, because I just felt it was in the blood. But that's a 4%. It's a little higher. Okay, so I'm gonna look into that because I'm curious. Senegal, we are at a 5% with that. Moving up, this one made me happy. This next percentage is at a 7. The number itself, I was born on the 7th. Okay. The 7th, all right. I was born on the 7th. This one hit at the 7%, and the hit hole. There's Ghana at a 7%. Ghana, the Ivory Coast, 7%. My Canadian brothers out there, if you can hear me, I'm here for you. Anyway, I got friends from Ghana, man. That hit home. I was like, I'm Canadian? Oh, snap. I met a new Canadian too, by the way, at my job, and I had to share these results with him, and we had the biggest laugh. He was like, "You look African." No, I don't. I'm light skinned as fuck. It was a good laugh. I really enjoyed the laugh. Anyway, moving up to 8%. Toga, Mini, we're at 8% with that. Moving up, we're hitting higher numbers here. 14%. Molly. Where's Molly? I don't even know what Molly is. Molly. I'm looking at that. 14%. Oh, that's high. What is Molly? I have no idea. Now, these last two, there's only two left with the highest percentages. Going up towards the top, if you are familiar with some of these areas, and I did look into it a little bit, it's mostly West African. That's right. I am mostly West African. So moving up, we have 20%. What the hell is that? 20%. Nigeria at a 20%. 20% Nigerian. I didn't guess that one. Oh, I love my Nigerian brothers. My favorite Nigerian artist is Davido, and maybe that's why. Maybe we family. I don't know, but I dig the vibes. Skelewoot is my favorite song, man. Anyway, Nigerian at a 20%, and at the very top, this one threw me for a loop. Oh, it threw me for a loop. Congo, Western Bantu. So listen, Congo. When I asked my mom about that, I said, "Do you know anyone from the Congo?" She said, "No." I said, "Have your parents or anyone ever talking about people from Congo?" No. But that hits at a 29%. That is the top of my search results. It blew my mind. What do you know about Congo people? All I've ever heard about Congo people is that they dangerous, and you don't test Congo people. You know who I heard that from? I heard that from Akon. Akon talked about, and I was just listening to an interview. I don't know Akon. Come on, guys. I don't know Akon personally. I was listening to an interview of Akon on Drinking Champs, which is Noriega's podcast. Check it out. It's real good. A lot of celebrities go through there and they just do deep dive interviews into their life and how they become to be. It's just amazing. And what they do. Listening to Akon talk about Congo brothers, he was just like, man, you don't mess with Congo brothers. You mess with Congo brothers, you are liable to die. Those guys are savages. They don't play around, and when they say it, they mean it, hands down. You don't like Noriega claimed that he was afraid of Congo niggas. Gangster rapper afraid of Congo niggas. I that's all I've ever heard about Congo. I know nothing else about Congo. So again, that hits at a 29%. I never saw that. I didn't even feel that. I've never even heard of that anywhere in my family. So that was really surprising to find out in my ancestry test results. But that, again, in all the percentages that I've listed, down from the 1%ers, Ireland, Norway, Senegal, I'm looking into all of this because I want understanding of all of these nationalities and these people and, what's common, how they live. Like, I don't know nothing, but I want to understand me more so. So I'm like, I got to look into all of it. So that is a list of my ethnicity estimate. Okay. At the very bottom, it shows you how it breaks it up. The ethnicity inheritance, if you will. It'll actually go into parent 1, parent 2. So if you go back to your family tree, it usually lists your father on the left side. On the right, it lists your mother. Okay? So parent 1 would be my father. It shows you the percentages of where I get the breakdown of those same ethnicity estimates. How much of that came from him and how much of it came from her. So you have that understanding. That's like, to me, it shows you more of, who was more African. Like, if that's West African, like, is that more derived from my mom's side and in her family, like from her mother and father and so on and so forth? Or is that more on my father's side? Or is my father more Ireland in those low percentage? It shows you those characteristics and traits and those DNAs that you actually got from those family members. So that's awesome. I'm going to pull this up real quick. And then what it does, once you click on it, it gives you the option. So it gives you total breakdown, and it shows you higher percentages. So my father, which is parent 1, he's in the 50%, of course. And then my mother's at a 50%. There's a full breakdown, and then it gives you 100% under you. So let's just go into Congo, right? If you guys had to guess, it's like, who was more from the Congo? Was it my father or was it my mother? What would you say? You don't even know me. It's just a guess. It's a guessing game. That's what we playing right now. Who is more from the Congo? My father or my mother? What would you say? Take a second. If you guessed that my father is more from the Congo, you are correct. My father hit a 17% from the Congo. My mother hit at a 12%, which gave me the total ancestry 29%. All right. We're going to hit Nigeria. That's just the next step down. So we're actually going back down to go through all these percentages. Nigeria. My father hit at an 8% Nigerian. My mother, however, hit at another 12%, a consistent 12%. I think my mom's mostly from Africa. She got African in the blood. There's something up there. I need to go check that out. My African brothers are coming. All right, so I hit a 20% total on that. Mali, they both hit at an even 7%. Mali, I got to look into that. That's a total 14% for me. Toga and Benny. So on this one, my father hit at a 6%. My mother, however, hit at a 2%, which gave me a total of 8%. My Ghanaian brothers, are you listening? I'm here. Ghanaian brothers, listen. My father hit at a 4% Ghanaian, and my mother hit at a 3%, which gave me my 7%. Senegal, my father hit at a 3%. My mom hit at a 2%, giving me 5% total. England, my father only hit at a 1% on that. There ain't much England right there, but you know, it's cool. Whatever. My mother, where's she at? She hit at a 3%. England. I thought that was interesting, so that gave me my total 4%. Norway. My mother hit a flat 0. There's no Norway in me, mom. However, my father gave me the 3% in total. So that was interesting. Those low percentages. It's like I got more from my mom in some ways and then more from my dad in some ways, combining who I am. That's crazy. I mean, if you're looking at it that way. The Aegean Islands. My mom hit at a 3% on that, so I'm curious. My father hit a 0. There's nothing there. Wales. My father hit a 0 there, but my mom hit at a 2%, giving me my only 2%. Thank you, Mom. And Ireland. My father hit a 0 on that one, and my mom gave me my only 2%. She giving me so much, y'all. My mama is giving me so much, y'all. No, I was playing. Anyway, yeah, so that's that on the ethnicity chart. Again, if you want to, go back to those, of course, you can revisit the website, man. You can come check out this episode and go through it. I went from the bottom to the top. Now we here. I ain't going back through it. Ethnicity estimate and the inheritance trait. So it shows you how it breaks it down, okay? What's cool about under the DNA story, after you come out of the ethnicity inheritance, meaning how much of the percentages you got from each of your parents, it actually has a breakdown starting from the 1700s. So it shows you the progression of how they traveled from the 1700s on up. And you can hit those times and it'll actually show you on the map where they landed and hit those areas and start to kind of, mingle with the people. Be like, oh, you got nice hair. What's your name? You want to drink some of this swamp water with me, girl? You look good. When it started to mix in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. And it started to mix in. So I thought that was real cool because you can actually travel with them from the 1700s on up. It shows you kind of where they landed. That's awesome. And it goes all the way up to the 1950s. Now for the last tab on the Ancestry DNA, that's at the bottom right. It hits you with all your matches. Your matches will actually tell you your second cousins, third cousins, fourth cousins. So everyone who is somehow somewhat related to you pops up on this list. And I, under my second cousin column, that's what I'm gonna say, second cousin column, we got 4 people. 4 people. Ain't but 4 people up under this one. Now, I told you before, under the family tree, it is up to you to put pictures on your family tree or on your profile. Again, I ain't putting no pictures up under my family. However, I did put a picture of me up on my profile so that they can see me when I see them. Under the 4 people, that's my second cousin, there was one person who also put a picture up, and she looked just like me, y'all. Oh, like I had to stare at her, and I was like mind blown. Like, I mean, she looks like me, man. Again, I won't give names, but it looks like she is also building her own tree. It'll actually show you the last time she logged on to this app, and when I logged on to it to kind of check into more of my results, I won't say the days, but it was 2 days prior from when I actually logged on. So she's been in this app, and the fact that I'm in this app, she'll also know that I'm in this app. Like, they'll be able to see, like, I would generate and pop up under her second cousin column as well. Does that make sense? So it's not like she's not going to know when she comes back onto the app. But you can see the last time they logged on, which I thought was cool. What's also awesome, I'm going to click on her right now because that's where I'm at. When you pull up, let's just say a second cousin, right? It shows trees, and it kind of gives you a little brief description of her itself. Shows her age, range, doesn't give you specifics. The last time she signed on and when she actually joined. And then it also gives you shared matches. You can click on shared matches, and it'll show you kind of some of the cousins that popped up under her. And then ethnicity percentages. It'll show her percentages and yours based off your results. So like at the top for me it was Congo, right? So I hit at a 29%, she hit at a 17%. So it also gives you percentages, comparisons from her search and my search. What's really cool is when you find out those cousins, you're like, oh my God, right? You can message them in this app. That's right, you can send them a direct message to that person through this app. Now, how this works though, they have to log back into the app. Now, I've looked at her, she hasn't logged back in since May 4th, but that wasn't that long ago. That was just maybe 6 days ago, okay? I don't know what she was looking for, but maybe she found it. Maybe that's why she didn't come back in the app. But just so y'all know, I plan to send her a message. My God, she looks just like me. And she has a Muslim last name. But anyway, I'm going to send her a message. And I just, if she pops into the app, then hopefully she sees it. I will also share that information as far as how the conversation went if she responds in the next episode, okay? So anyway, popping out. Well, let me go back into that. One second. Yep. So your matches gives you second cousins. Like I said, I only got 4. Third cousins, I got a pretty big list, and then it's not a whole lot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. All right, so it's like 21 results in my third cousin column, right? Most of them, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who posted pictures, so you can actually see what they look like. And I plan to reach out to third cousins too. Now, under my fourth cousin column, man, this list is long. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. It's a long list. 4 cousins. Now, how much are we family? I don't know. Do I want to reach out to fourth cousins? I don't know. But I'm definitely going to reach out to second cousins, and I'm definitely going to reach out to third cousins. So again, once I reach out to these individuals, and I hope to have conversations with them. I'm gonna share some of the results and conversations of what I found out. All right, because they might also have information that I'm looking for when it comes to building my own tree. Because all the information I can get helps me achieve what I'm after, and that's finding my father. Okay. So I wonder how it's going to go. Like I said, they have to log back into the app to actually see that I've messaged them. But I'm hoping for it. That's all I can do is hope. I can't really send them any notifications or ding their phone or computer. I can't do anything like that. But it's just cool that you're able to communicate with them through this app. So it really gives you a lot in this app. And let's see what else we got here. Also, under your matches, it'll actually show you under their family tree, like how many people is built into it. So under one of my second cousins, they actually have 76 people built into that tree. Now, I don't know if they were just looking for certain individuals and they just added all the information that she can kind of gather, but like, yes, I said she. But and I could be one of the 76 on her tree. I have no idea, but it shows you how many people built into the actual tree, so they can also see my tree numbers and who I have built into mine. Again, once you start to communicate, you can actually share results back and forth at your leisure. But I think that was really cool because, like, if they have more family on that side that might have more information, like, again, just anything you can find out would be beneficial. So you also have that. Some people it'll say like no tree, which means they haven't even touched theirs. And then some of them will say like unlinked tree, meaning you can't see their tree unless they want you to see their tree. It can keep it private. So yeah, that's under like my matches and what was found out. And that is pretty much the end of my results. Now, like I said, when it comes to Ancestry DNA, you have to put some work in. You are building your own family tree. Me, I'm building mine down because that's all the family I know offhand. Building up is the information you find out from like grandfathers and cousins and uncles and all that other stuff, grandmas, all that you build up. So this is requiring me to honestly, like I said, start with the family that I have, immediate family that have seen my father, have known my father in some capacity, but I've talked to them, but I haven't retained a lot of information, so I need to go back through and I need to take notes. Got to take notes. And once I feel like I found out enough information, my next approach is to try to find a picture so that I can verify that that's him, so I know who I'm looking for. And then once I do that, and I'm hoping to establish some sort of communication contact with him from here and arrange a meet versus trying to go in like last seen areas and do a search that way. I feel like it'll take a lot longer that way because I don't know where he's lived. I don't know, like I know state-wise. I don't know his like location in that state, but I don't know where he's lived. I don't know where he's worked. I know that he's been in active service, so that's a way for me to try to look into as well. So I just think if I can establish some sort of communication on this end first, it'll be a lot easier for me to set up and arrange and meet for me to go down and see him and spend some time. I did save some money for me to be able to go and do that. So when the time is right, I'll schedule that, and I'm hoping to have this all done by the summertime. I know that's not a whole lot of time, but like I'm trying to again do my research and get it all done so I can get this moving forward. But that is the conclusion of my test results. I feel pretty good about what I found out. I think it was really cool to find out a lot that I derive a lot from West African individuals, and then the combination and the percentages of everything. It gives me a fresh perspective of who I am, but it also leaves me wondering, well, where who in my family has more information about that those places, and it's like, I don't know, it makes me smile, man. I'll tell you that, and I can't wait to find out more about my family, and when I find my father, I'm sure I'll get a lot more details than I've ever had before. So This ride is going to be interesting, and I'm really hoping at this point to just have a conversation with my dad. Like, I'm not really expecting a whole lot. I'm not looking for any monetary gain or nothing like that. Like, I literally want to have a conversation with this individual, ask a few questions, and not interrogation style. I don't want to be like, oh, how are you there for me on my first birthday? Nothing like that. I just want to talk to him. I want to have an adult conversation, and I want him to be able to answer those questions. I don't want to make it tight. I want him to be comfortable. And I'll kind of leave that up to him. If it's like he wants to be in my life after the fact, that's fantastic. At which point you'll meet my family, but up front I definitely won't bring my family. Nothing like I'm not gonna do that. But if not, I mean, I can understand. You've got your life, I've got mine. I was able to meet you. I'm appreciative of that, and we'll leave it be. I'll cope with it. But like, I just want to have a conversation. I don't think that's too much to ask. So anyway, I can't wait to, again, get more information as far as where he might be and share that with y'all, man. Like I said, this is going to be just a unique experience for me, and I feel like for listeners. But, man, if I can get him on this show and let him, let me ask some questions and see what he say. Oh, that might be the best podcast ever. Best podcast ever. So I'm excited, man. And like, I want to leave you guys with a little motivation before I go. There is a lot going on in your life. I don't know that. I feel that, right? Some people share that publicly. Some are so quiet and they are in their head like, man, what's going on? Or, man, this is a lot. Or, they keep to themselves. There is a lot going on in your life. I feel that. But man, if you can just take a conscious second and whatever feels good. Like, so let me break this down. Like, I love sunshine, right? I ain't got to do nothing for sunshine. Like, sun comes out when it's out. It goes away when it's away. Like, I love sunshine. If I walk out and I feel sunshine, it's just great. So in moments like that, if you could find moments like that in your walk of life, enjoy that moment. Will Smith said something similar to that. It's like, why didn't you, enjoy every moment in your life? Every moment in your life. Like, enjoy your breakfast while you eat it. Enjoy putting on your clothes. Enjoy the moments, whatever it is. Some of y'all don't enjoy that. I know, like, I know y'all enjoy, like, putting on your clothes or tying your shoes. That might not be it for you. But what if it's scrambled eggs? You making it, you eating it, you like, oh man, this is making my day. Enjoy that moment. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, a lot of us miss those moments you can enjoy, and you're so focused on there's so much going on in my life that you miss any opportunity to change how you feel about whatever you're dealing with. That is like your strength. That's like playing the video game and passing those little blocks that give you life or whatever, like those health kits. Like, that's you passing those, talking about, I'm gonna make it. And every time you get hit, you less than. It's like, I'm gonna make it. And you skip all those and then you die. It's like, you saw that was right there for you to get while you get slapped in the face and whatever. If y'all play games, But, it's like, take those moments and like build yourself up and enjoy that. Enjoy it. Like, I'm hyped at this computer, in front of this computer with my cup of coffee, sharing this information with you. I am enjoying this moment. It's not hard to do. Your life ain't got to be so full of just the chaos of the expectations of what people need from you, want from you, or your job, or this, or your kids, or your family, or I ain't got no money, and find the moments is all I'm saying. Find the moments where you can just enjoy it. It's your offset to the problem or the situation that you're dealing with. It gives you encouragement to continue to go on. We all need it. I need it. Don't tell me. I know we all need it. Don't miss your moment. There's songs about that. I'm just waiting on my moment. I'm just waiting on my... Man, you just had a moment. What you mean you waiting? You don't miss your moments, man. Enjoy your moments, okay? It ain't all bad. A lot of it is bad. It ain't all bad, okay? And you can be... Let me hit you with this. I'll come back with a different motivate, but like, whatever. I'm going to hit you with this. You can be the offset of the good. That's a choice, though. That's a choice. You can be the offset of good. But you have to choose that for yourself. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all so much for listening, for tuning in. Everyone live on Podbean right now. Thank y'all so much. Jerry. Nope, that says Jenny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. I thank y'all for listening. I thank everyone live on stereo that might have tuned in to listen. I thank you everyone who will hear this episode, will download this episode. The Mike Cheesesteak Brothers downtown at Gather Greenville. All y'all who download and listen all around the world. I can't thank y'all enough. I appreciate y'all. I enjoy sharing this information with you. And I hope you get something from it. I hope it helps. Again, if you have questions, please hit me up. You can hit me up on any platform. I will respond to anyone on any platform. And or you can email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. We've got new things coming our way. I am screaming at my brother so we can do this Blood at the Roots episode. It's going to be a series, really, because there's a lot of information. But it's going to happen. I'm going to make him do it. And just some other things coming up, so just stay tuned, man. Y'all stay safe, love each other, don't hate, man. Let's be the offset to all the chaos going around the world. We better than that. We better than that. I believe in y'all. Listen, love you. Thank you for listening. We'll check you out next time. Peace.
So this is it for the Coco Show with me, David Strand. It's chocolate, baby.
Thank you for listening to the Coco Show. Check out other episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. You can also listen to current episodes on freedomkradio.net. If you have a topic idea that you would like us to discuss on this platform, feel free to email us at 1tccshow@gmail.com. Again, that's 1tccshow@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe to The Coco Show and share with all your friends. Thanks again for listening.